We are here at Kaminsky's Chop House at Chula Vista in the Wisconsin Dells. Going to talk about a little cost control. This is for a capstone project for cost control revenue management with Dr. Linnea LeBoy through MATC. So we got Dennis Doherty. Dennis, how you doing, brother?
Good, how you doing, Ron?
The executive chef at the Chop House here. So Dennis, if you could just tell me a little bit about your journey.
Well, started out 19 years old, decided to go to culinary school. Did not graduate. Thought I knew it all. Decided to try my wheels at the restaurant thing. Started out working for Red Lobster. I was there for 7 years, worked my way around the entire kitchen. From there, I went on to work for the Ground Round Corporation as a lead corporate trainer and kitchen manager, which brought me to Wisconsin. Now I'm working at Chula Vista Resort. Been here for about 3.5 years. Worked in all aspects of all the kitchen, banquets, multiple restaurants, and now running the Chop House.
Nice, very cool. What would you say is the best thing about your job?
Every day's a challenge. Dealing with high-end ingredients, dealing with very high-end clientele, maintaining a level of excellence and execution on a regular basis is probably the best thing about the position.
Yeah. What would you say the best thing about our industry is?
That it's forever changing, that it's trending, that you always got to try to keep up with what everybody else is doing and try to get ahead of the curve if possible, so you can present something new and fascinating on a regular basis.
Sure, a bit of trend spotting.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you could change one thing about the industry, what would that be?
It would definitely be ego.
Yeah.
Ego from a leadership standpoint should not come to play when you're trying to bring in a younger generation and get them excited about a career and want them to grow into a career. You want to look at it as more as a teacher and an educator compared as to a drill sergeant or somebody who's not on your level because they haven't had a chance to get there yet.
Sure, you're talking like the super chef mentality, the Gordon Ramsay mentality.
Not all chefs are on that level, and
Yeah.
they probably will never be on that level. And I need to, those who, aren't on TV
Yeah.
should be able to bring the next generation up.
All right. Yeah, I've had a few rough ones.
Me too.
So how do you control cost at the Chop House?
By bringing in minimal additional ingredients, I work with what I have on hand, and just find new and exciting ways to represent and create new dishes with things that we already have in the house.
Sure.
So that there's no more extra money being accounted for
Yeah.
product you already have on hand.
Learn how to incorporate the same ingredient into multiple dishes, but still be able to keep it new.
Right, and then not over ordering, so you don't have a whole bunch of extra products sitting on the shelves too. So you want to keep everything fresh, keep everything rotated, and then order minimally just to make sure you're going to work out what you got.
What do you think the biggest factors of being able to control your cost?
Biggest factors are, it always increases profit.
Yeah.
Portion control, and
Yep.
trusting the rest of your crew that they're going to follow the standards that have been set. Not allowing people just to shoot from the hip with a lot of things, and there are guidelines that everybody has to follow.
Sure. So how would you say that you personally learned cost control?
I had a great mentor, a guy named Dennis Slavey in Jackson, Michigan, worked for the Ground Round, and he noticed I was taking interest in learning more about the business type thing, and he would give me things, give me the order guide and the calculator and some scratch paper and tell me to break everything down to the ounce and then break it all down to how much we use per plate, and then figuring out cost percentage that way.
Gotcha. What would you try to tell somebody to help them learn how to maintain cost control?
Be minimalist. Just order what you need. Don't over order. Order fresh, always possible. And portion.
Do you guys order local at all?
We do.
Here?
Most of our seafood is from Supreme Lobster in Chicago.
Oh,
Our
okay.
meat is delivered 24-hour notice from Lynn's Chicago stockyard beef.
Nice.
And it's cut, like whatever is cut to spec. Whatever comes in whole, I break down myself.
Oh,
It's the same
very
thing
cool.
with our fish. I bring in whole fish or halves or whatever, and I do all the fabrication myself.
Are you the only one here that does that?
No, I have another, my number two. He knows how to clean fish. He knows how to break down some meats. He's still learning as an apprentice. So I'm teaching him.
Pretty valuable skill to know.
Yeah.
So how do you think most people learn cost control?
The hard way.
Yeah.
You get, everything, once you get burned on it once, you won't get burned on it twice.
Right.
So
You won't ever forget that
Right,
again.
you get a problem, you try to stop it before it becomes a problem.
No doubt. So how do you evaluate performance at the chop house?
Visually, verbally. I'm one-on-one with my guys all the time. We got a great understanding of each other. We work elbow to elbow every day. So, I'm able to coach and, give pointers throughout volume and dinner service and all that stuff. So the guy puts out a great plate, let him know he's doing a great job.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what do you think keeps you up at night about this industry?
The fact that you don't know what the next day is going to bring you.
Yeah.
The minute you go to bed and you wake up, there's probably some chef out there somewhere who's doing some extraordinary things and manipulations with plate presentations and all that.
Right.
And you got to figure out how you can, be a part of that trend and bring it to the people.
What do you think environment factors are about the financing side of restaurants?
The fact that it's tough. Financing is very tough. It's very high end. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Location is always a big thing. And you got to be able to find a niche that's going to bring people in.
Yeah.
You got to be able to get mass appeal.
Right. If you could open up your own restaurant, what type of restaurant would that be?
Oh, I would definitely open a small, made-to-order bistro, 40 seats or less. Something that you can open kitchen, you can interact one-on-one with your guests.
Sure, that'd be
Stuff
nice.
like that,
What do you think about the Dells? Would it be in the Dells?
Probably not. A lot of competition here. There's a lot of restaurants already around, and it's already kind of crowded. I'd like to find somewhere like outside of the area, and just bring people out to off the beaten path and find something off that way.
What do you personally look for in a cook?
Somebody who's eager to learn. Some experience doesn't need to have a whole lot. You've got to be eager to learn. You've got to be hungry. You want somebody who wants to grow in the industry. Somebody who's not complacent with just working the station.
Yeah.
Somebody who, somebody who's hungry and someone who's going to light a fire under me. So somebody, if I were to move forward, that he'd be ready to take my position.
Yeah. How do you feel about schooling, experience, personality, as far as a cook goes?
A lot of those factors come into play. If I had to choose between somebody with experience or somebody with just a culinary arts degree, I'm going to look at the experience first, because that person's going to be seasoned, dealing with volume, dealing with working under pressure, with quick thinking and all that. Whereas somebody who has no restaurant experience with just a culinary arts degree may understand the workings of a kitchen, but those are always under the best case scenarios. Not knowing that what are you going to do when half your equipment goes down on a Saturday night.
Right. The wit to know on their own too, without being told what to do.
Right.
Already know exactly what to do. They're doing it before you could even tell them.
You got to be
how
calculated. Everything's got to be accounted for.
And the hustle game's a big one too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Communication, hustle. You got to know how to work around other people in tight quarters, elbow to elbow.
Right. And which personality ties in with that also.
Absolutely. And then communication levels.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to talk. Everybody has to be able to talk on that line.
Yeah. How do you remain open communication with your cooks?
Oh, I have an open door policy. They can talk to me at work. They can talk to me out of work. They can call me on a day off. I'll always answer the phone. I'll answer any question that they have, any problem they're having at home, any problem they're having at work. I'll be your confidant. I'll be your counselor. I'll do whatever you got to do. Like what we got to do to understand that we have a mutual understanding for each other, and that we are a team.
Very cool. So if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is your food cost here?
My allowance is 40% because we are dealing with higher end ingredients. As of right now, mine is hovering right around 33.
Nice.
So I like to keep it low, so we can maximize profit, of course,
Absolutely.
and without, you just gotta stay on top of like pricing. You gotta stay as pricing goes up and down. You gotta be able to work with your product and all that stuff, and maintain a good level.
How many purveyors do you use?
As of right now, I use 5.
Yeah.
I use Marchese for produce. I use Cisco for my dry goods mostly. Meat is Lynn's. Seafood is Holman and Supreme Lobster, which is subsidiary of each other.
Sure.
And then I use Greco and Sons out of Oak Ridge, Wisconsin.
Okay. Are you? How often do you like price check
Monthly.
other ones? Yeah.
Monthly. I keep an eye on seafood and meat weekly, but most of my dry goods and all that is monthly.
Yeah. So how about labor cost?
Labor cost is not calculated by myself. It's calculated by our general manager of the resort because it's done as a whole, not as a separate entity.
Yeah. Do they ever try to hold you accountable somewhat as far as the labor?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If there's been times where we haven't had a whole lot of business and I haven't been able to cut staff and all that. I definitely have to answer for that. But 9 times out of 10, if we're not busy and I don't cut staff, it's because we are doing cleaning projects, sanitation, projects, and
Absolutely.
maintaining that all storage levels and cleanliness and all that meet state guidelines.
Yeah. So, do you think cooks are paid what they're worth?
Personally, no. Not in a greedy manner.
Yeah.
But just more in a fact that cooks are becoming a dying breed per se.
Yeah, they are.
And we possess a skill, and that skill has to be
Not everybody
compensated.
wants to do that.
Right. A lot of people can't work in the conditions. They can't work under the stress. They can't work under fire like that. So it is a skill set that a lot of people, a few people have that take pride in it.
Yeah.
And people like that should be compensated for their work.
Definitely got to have the passion.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely gotta have the
This
passion.
is not cut out for everybody.
Right.
It takes a special person to be
Right.
out, give up all your holidays and family life and
Right.
all that stuff. To be able to come in and cook for people and feed people.
Yeah, a good cook is hard to find,
Right.
and especially these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how do you keep your staff happy?
Be fair. Be
Yeah.
flexible. I have a very small staff back there, so whenever they have a family issue or they have, put a request off or a day off, I make sure that they get it. Even if it requires me working in a couple extra shifts a week to cover that, I'll do it. So they gotta have their peace of mind, as I gotta have mine also. You just gotta be able to give
Work
and
with
take.
each other.
That's right.
Yeah. So does that ever tie in to affecting cost control?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
More or less on the fact when they have to work a shift when I'm off
Yeah.
compared to when I have to work when they're off. So, but it finds a way to balance and wash itself out.
Sure.
But there's days, there's times where if I were to want to take a vacation, these guys got to work a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So
That'll tie
that
into
it would reflect in the labor costs
Yeah,
and all that.
for sure. Cool. All right. Well, there you have it. Dennis Doherty, executive chef, Comiskey's Chop House. My name is Ron Markley, and thanks for watching, folks.